Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lexi, and as you can tell by the title, today we're going through the top 5 things to do in the north of Cyprus. If you haven't seen my full Cyprus travel vlog, definitely check that one out. I show you everything that I got up to over a 2-week holiday in Cyprus. I'm making this video because I just wanted to give you guys a bit of a condensed intro to Cyprus and just highlight my favorite parts of the trip. We're starting off strong with a visit to Kyrenia, or it's also known as Girne, which is one of the seaside towns in North Cyprus. One of the most amazing things to do here is visit Kyrenia Castle and the Shipwreck Museum. They say this castle was built by the Byzantines, which is like 7th century. That in itself is just amazing. Like, my mind cannot comprehend how it is still standing today. Granted, it would have looked very different back in its prime, but the fact that it is still here absolutely amazes me. Another amazing part of this castle is that it has the Shipwreck Museum. This museum contains the remains of the oldest shipwreck that has ever been discovered in Cypriot waters. The shipwreck itself is a 4th century Greek merchant ship that they started discovering in 1965. Over a few years, they unearthed it and then they began the preservation process. Being able to see these things that have lasted so many thousands of years was really amazing. It's really amazing here, but you can basically climb the walls of the castle, and when you do, you get an amazing view. North Cyprus has amazing summers and beautiful weather, so of course another great thing to do is check out the beaches and the beach clubs. I absolutely loved the beach clubs while we were here. The first one I'm going to tell you about is Chamada Beach Club. I believe this one has been here for around 2 years. It is brand new, all the facilities are amazing. It's got amazing food, delicious cocktails, and it was fairly priced as well. We spent a whole day here and actually came back later in our trip too because we just loved it so much. You can secure your own sunbed for around 200 lira per person, or you can also grab one of those fantastic cabanas for around 2,000 from memory. You can access the ocean from both, and the water was so amazing to swim in. The next beach club I want to mention is Acapulco. This one is actually attached to a hotel, so I do feel like this would be an amazing place to stay. And it's a very similar vibe. You've got the beach chairs and umbrellas on the beach. Again, the food and drinks were delicious. But this one also has pools and water slides. And yeah, perfect for a summer day out. The third place I think you have to add to your list if you're going to North Cyprus is Bellapais Abbey. This is both beautiful during the day as well as at night time. During our trip, we did both, and they have a fantastic restaurant there as well. This site dates back to the 14th century, and it has had so many uses over the years. Some information even says that the first monks who lived here fled from their hometowns in 1187. That is a very old history. Then throughout the years, it had different uses and different people came to be in charge. In 1571, it was given to the Greek Orthodox Church. There's even a Greek Orthodox Church that is still standing there today. It was so beautiful, and we actually got to go inside it as well. Obviously today it is pretty much preserved as a historical site. When we visited, it was really quiet and it was nice to just go in the church and explore peacefully. As you can see from the videos, it is just stunning and yeah, definitely a highlight. As I mentioned earlier, you can come here in the nighttime or sunset time as well, and it's a totally different vibe. The restaurant that's connected is called Kybele and it is just stunning. The food is amazing, there's great drinks, but definitely the highlight is the view. As you can see, you get this stunning view looking all the way out over the city and straight to the beach. It also really showcases that amazing thing in Cyprus where the sky sort of meets with the sea and you can't tell where one ends and one begins. For our entree here, we had halloumi and calamari. Then for dinner, Sam had like a mixed plate and I went with the spaghetti bolognese, which was actually really good here. The monastery looked absolutely beautiful at nighttime. As you can see, there's so many lights on it, and the grounds of the restaurant are just so beautiful as well. We spent ages after our dinner just wandering around and having a look, and it definitely was a highlight of the trip. It's all open air as well, so you have a beautiful view of the stars, and it's just such a stunning place. Highlight number 4 is definitely a highlight anywhere you go, but that is eating out. North Cyprus had so many amazing food places. We honestly went out to dinner so many times. It's also pretty affordable here, especially when the exchange rate is good. We visited some favorites of Sam's, but we also discovered new places as well. And I don't think we had a bad meal here. Like, everything was good. There's lots of options. You have like traditional Turkish food, and then you have a lot of Western options as well. And pretty much everywhere had like a kids menu too. So there's definitely something for everybody. Most of these places also had like stunning views or just really great atmospheres and vibes. There's not too much else to say, but I will include the details of where and what these places are. If you have any questions about any of these places, definitely leave them in the comments below. The final place I'm adding to your list for top 5 things you need to do in Cyprus is Salamis ruins. These are the ruins of an ancient Greek city that have been preserved pretty well. As you can see, even the statues are still standing, and there's a lot of amazing bits to see at this site. This site dates back to 1100 BC and it is very close to the coastline. There was a cute little beach with beach chairs not far from the entrance, so I definitely recommend bringing your swimmers if you do come here. They believe that this city was destroyed multiple times by earthquakes. You can also see the influence of multiple different religions and cultures on the site, as it would have changed hands and uses over the years. Seeing the amphitheatre was also really cool, and this definitely reminded me of other ancient cities. They believe that this would have originally held around 15,000 people. It was also awesome that you could walk up all of the stairs. We did it, and it's not that many stairs, like it's not that big, but it was still really cool. It was such a cool view of the amphitheatre, but you could also have a really nice view looking back out at the ruins. Salamis was so beautiful, and after our trip here, we actually went back to Famagusta. That's the main part of the town, and there's a lot to do there as well. It's definitely a highlight, but Salamis takes the cake as like the one that you have to do. I really hope this video has been helpful if you're planning a trip to North Cyprus. As I mentioned earlier, there's also a full vlog of my 2 weeks in Cyprus, so definitely check that out if you're looking for more ideas. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. If you haven't got any questions, leave me a comment with which part of Cyprus you'd love to see the most. I'm definitely interested to see your answers. And before you head off, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye!